Welcome back, everybody. My name is Lewis, and this is Man Bites Film. This week, we're actually going to be reviewing documentaries again. Mostly reviewing type of conspiracy theory, government, all that crazy shit. And the first one that we're going to be reviewing is Zeitgeist. This is a 2007 documentary by Peter Joseph, and it runs about 2 hours long. It's mostly about organized religion and the link to global conspiracies, and also the power struggle between the governments and the religious organizations. This film actually focuses a lot and has had a lot of spin-offs about government conspiracies, 9/11 conspiracy. If you believe in that stuff, it also goes into even alien conspiracies about how aliens have influenced the U.S. government and multiple national, worldwide governments, and their influence on its people, trying to cover up these different events that have occurred throughout the past 200 years. Right, and even goes as far as reviewing ancient cultures and everything, and how like the Illuminati and the different secret societies have developed throughout the years. It's a very interesting documentary. This first one, the one in 2007, Zeitgeist, is a good one. It's had a couple spin-offs after the fact, and those have been garbage. I've seen them and they're literally shit. Waste of time, do not watch. But this one is streaming on Netflix, and it has these very interesting aspects about conspiracy theories, because it's one of the few documentaries that, yes, it's a little bit far-fetched in certain things, and it seems far-fetched, but it kind of backs up most of the facts with some type of documentation. Not like most of the conspiracy theories that it's just like, bleh, they're just spitting out facts and things, and they don't have a way to prove it. This one actually tries to go out of its way and prove these different things that it's bringing up throughout the movie, and I think it does a very convincing job. And I'm very big on the conspiracy theories. I've always believed in it, as you've heard throughout the last couple episodes and everything. I am a very strong supporter of the U.S. government and what it does and everything, but the fact that it does hide a lot of things, and there is a underground government behind all these world governments, I do believe that. I do think that a lot of the events that have currently happened and everything that's recently occurred with the shootings and everything, and I want to dedicate this episode to what occurred in our backyard, basically, in Orlando. And that's why I decided to do government conspiracies in this episode, because I do believe that this is part of a bigger picture that's going on now. And I'll go in a little bit further in the last review and open up to what occurred in Orlando. So again, this is Zeitgeist. It runs about 2 hours. 2007. My rating on this film is a 7 out of 10. So I do recommend this film, and it's streaming on Netflix, so it's an easy watch. So, like always, our next segment is going to be our feature artist. Please enjoy this feature artist, and I'll see you guys in the next segment. Welcome back, guys, and I hope you guys like the artist. Again, trying to look for local artists in Orlando or nationwide, pretty much, that haven't been signed. So if you have a band that you know, or you are part of a member of a band, then please message us on our website. I have an email address on there. Just send me a link to the YouTube show and let me know that I can use your video, and I will most likely put it on here if I think it's a very good video and I like it myself. The next review that I want to do is Prescription Thugs. This is a Chris Bell 2015 documentary. Runs about an hour and a half about Big Pharma. I give this documentary a 6 out of 10. I honestly think that this was an interesting perspective on big pharmaceutical companies. A lot of the times I've seen a lot of documentaries, and I work as a pharmacy tech, so I know what all these things that they're talking about are, and how they push the blame on big pharma rather than the actual doctors themselves. I honestly do think that the biggest reason we have the massive, nasty, like, just overdoses and all these different just deaths, pointless deaths, is because of the doctors that are prescribing these medications, not because of the companies that are producing the medication. It's all, in the end, the doctor's fault for prescribing these drugs. And if they get them on the street, they usually got them prescribed first. So it's not like it just, they randomly got it off the street. No, they were prescribed initially, and they got hooked on it, and then they started getting it on the street. So that, in the end, still doctor's fault. And this documentary follows that a little bit, and I like the way they did it, because they started blaming big pharma, and I started arguing with the show even at certain points, and I was like, all right, now, this is bullshit. And then it got very interesting, because it actually started twisting the facts to the way that it should be, blaming it on the doctors, not big pharma. So I really like that, and I appreciate the personal aspect of this documentary, because Chris Bell himself is facing this drug addiction, and so was his brother, and it goes into all that in the documentary, and I really like how he approached that. So I do recommend this film. It is streaming on Netflix now. This is a new add-on to Netflix, so please check this out. And our next review is going to be Loose Change. This one is not streaming anywhere, but you could actually get it on YouTube, because it's no licensing on this film. So you could either download it, you could watch it, you could even get it on eBay if you want to get an actual DVD for like $2. So this is a 2005 documentary about the 9/11 conspiracy. It's by Dylan Avery, and I give this a 7 out of 10. I loved this documentary. This actually is one of the few documentaries other than Zeitgeist that actually gives you hard facts. It has actual interviews with the generals that were in the Pentagon, people that witnessed the actual attack on the Pentagon, people that witnessed the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Centers, and giving their first-hand accounts of what actually occurred, not what the media is producing. And it shows clips that the media went back on or retracted after the fact. And then it goes into the conspiracies of the other towers and buildings that fell around it, and how they were blown up, and it was like demolition charges. And it shows you the pictures, shows you the video, it shows you the actual information and why they did this. They actually go into fact interviewing the federal agents that were stationed in the Twin Towers, and they suddenly had a day off the day 9/11 happened. And it goes into interviews with them, explaining why they had a day off and what was the exact memorandum that was sent to them via email. And it's very interesting. The story, again, this does not mean that the people that went to save the lives, the first responders, the police officers, the all emergency personnel that actually went to help these people, it does not take away from their story whatsoever, the conspiracy. It's it's a bash on the American government for what they've done to us. Okay, this country it started as a fight against the government of England. That's what we started off as, and that's what we're going to continue as, because that's what we do. We do not trust our government, and that's how this country started. So if they say, any politicians and all that stuff say that, oh, you conspiracy nuts, you guys are disrespectful to the army, you're disrespectful to that, no, that's BS. You know what we're doing? We're actually fighting for our country. We're in those trenches, just in a different type of trench. We're playing the political war rather than the military war, and fighting with arms and killing ourselves. Yeah, we're killing ourselves emotionally by explaining these things, as all these documentaries have done. They've risked their lives putting themselves out there like that against the government, because yes, the government does respond to those type of conspiracy theories, and they do respond in force. A lot of people in loose change, you could tell that they've actually lost their lives. They've been silenced. They've been told that their family's threatened because of what they've actually brought out in the documentary. So these are conspiracy theories, but they're actually, I honestly think that these two documentaries explain a lot of things, and they explain a lot of things in such a way that it actually is honest. So again, Loose Change, 2005, and the second edition is actually very interesting. It does a little bit more about secret societies and stuff like that, and it does a little bit of background, so that one's very good too. And again, I wanted to talk about the Orlando shooting in Pulse, and honestly, it's extremely disgusting what occurred. I really do think that, and I wanted to give a little bit of a tribute to everybody that was murdered, senselessly murdered at the club, and because of their, whatever the reason was, it was a senseless murder of 50 people and injured 43 people for no reason. That it was disgusting, and I wanted to do a little quick snip, so here we go.
Look at that, just shooting back and forth.
In Orlando, Florida, outside.
They're so sweet.
Of the sirens have been choked by the silence, and my ears are still ringing.
The only thing I feel is my heartbeat.
They don't know what they're running from. No, I won't follow. I tried my best to warn them that we're not alone.
The silence will remind us we're in the middle of the storm. It's only getting stronger. There is no way to be warned when the only thing I hear is my heartbeat. The only thing I feel is my heartbeat.
What am I to do? I must look away. There's nothing I can do.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really hope you guys, if you guys are in Orlando or in any of the local city stuff that's going on now, that's paying tribute to these people that were murdered, please do. There's a lot of charities out there that are actually taking donations. So again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it was a little bit of a downer episode, but these events that have occurred are pretty much a huge downer on our society and just us as people. This is atrocious what's going on now in the last 7 years, 16 years even, as far back. So please, I hope you guys watch this. Stay informed, and please don't fall prey to this new trend on Facebook, and you gotta actually know what you're talking about. Please enjoy these documentaries and do your research on these situations that are occurring now. Again, hope you guys watch us next week, and my name is Lewis, and this is Man Bites Film.